Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show. It's finished. Sevilla 2, Juventus 1. And if you look just at the result and don't watch the game and you go, right, you see the result, you go, right, Sevilla, another Europa League final. They do that all the time, don't they? The semi final. But I tell you what, they've been to the winger in this one. They've been absolutely tested thoroughly after extra time. They went behind as well. I think when Juventus look at this game and they'll think we were 1-0 up. We had the chance, we had the game in our hands, and we let it slip, and they did let it slip. And to be fair, they got a lot of chances. I mean, Sevilla rightfully could have had a penalty in the first half that Cuadrado could have conceded. I thought that was a penalty. I mean, at first I thought, yeah, he's got the ball, so it's not a penalty. When I look at it the second time, I'm like, it's a penalty because it's on the line, so it's got to be a penalty. And I thought that's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. I think what saved him is the fact that maybe VAR thought that it's outside the line, then maybe it's not on the line, then maybe it's a free kick, and therefore it can't intervene. And that's the only thing that might have saved Cuadrado is the fact that it was, maybe the VAR thought it was not on the line, that it was a free kick and not a penalty, and so it can't adjudicate for that decision. But I tell you what, they got away with that one. They got the first goal, Lahovic, the fantastic finish. That's so beautifully. There was the one good chance that Juventus really, made. They went from start to finish. That was a very good chance. They had lots of good chances, just couldn't apply the finish. They got in good positions, couldn't get the right pass. But they had 1-0 up. They're 1-0 up, and you think, right, is this going to end? Is this going to end? And then it doesn't. It doesn't because it's Sevilla. Sevilla just find ways to win Europa League matches. Once they get to the quarterfinals, they just don't seem to lose. And they got that. I mean, Suso's goal. I mean, that should not be a goal. I mean, I think Chiesa will be disappointed with how he played. I thought Chiesa was poor since he came on. He didn't really make the impact that he was supposed to make. But he loses the ball, doesn't win it back. There's a challenge in there from a Juventus player that's just rash and completely just like a desperation tackle, and it all gets away, and it just opens up for Suso, and he says, "Thank you very much. I'm going to score." And he scores a fantastic goal. It's a beautiful goal. It's 1-1. I think at 1-1. You thought, right, Sevilla are going to win this. You just felt like Sevilla are going to win this because that's what Sevilla do. Once they had level, you knew they were going to go on and win it, and they did. They got that goal for that second goal. I mean, it's a beautiful goal. It's a nice little, cross that comes in, and again, Juventus probably will feel they could have done better on that, because you always feel like you could have done better on that. But once it comes in, I mean, it's just a beautiful cross, and Erik Lamela is there to finish off, that chance, a nice header, and it's 2-1. And as much as you went to stress, as much as that red card came for Acuna, by the way, now he's going to be suspended for the final. I mean, it's just daft, isn't it? When you're on yellow card and you're trying to time base, it just sometimes just doesn't make sense what players do. But he got sent off. You still felt with all the Juventus pressure, you just felt there was a bit of desperation, there was a bit of panic. It wasn't controlled. It wasn't something that was part of a plan. It was just go out and do something and do something, and something doesn't work usually in games like this. And it didn't, and it finishes 2-1. Sevilla go through to another final, their 7th Europa final. They won all 6 that they played in previously. I mean, that's just a massive, massive record, isn't it, for Sevilla? It's great. And what I will say about Juventus, though, is that while they gave them a game, I think there were a few. I mean, like, they were disappointed with Chiesa. I think his performance was poor. Di Maria was poor as well. I mean, the chance that he had, that one where he just chipped over the goalkeeper, it's like an age ago, but he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he decides to chip over. There was that one chance. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was trying to think, and maybe it was called. No, it was I think it was Fagioli. I think it was, but very short. And it was a shot there, and then Bounou put it onto the post. That was another good chance. But Sevilla had their own chances. There's so many good chances for them as well. And En-Nesyri had a couple. There was there's so many chances end-to-end game. And ultimately, I think both teams will feel, if either team, whichever team lost, I think they would have felt like, you know what, we could have won that one. We should have won that one. I think Juventus will feel that way at the end of it. But there were some really, really poor performances in there, and that will raise some questions. Maybe they missed Paul Pogba. Maybe Paul Pogba might have made a difference off the bench. If he could have come on in a game like this, maybe he could have done something. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all ifs and buts. And Juventus go out, Sevilla go through. They're in the Europa League final. They're going to play AS Roma in that final. And I tell you what, here's something for everyone to think about. Mourinho has never lost a Europa League tournament that he has ever played in. That he has ever managed a team in. So we have never lost a Europa League final. So one of those streaks is going to end. We don't know which one is going to end, but one of them is going to end, and we'll see which one ends. But it's going to be a fascinating final. I think Mourinho is the master of the dark arts, getting those. There's 2 teams that are probably going to have like Shithousery level 25 or 100 Pro Max. Shithousery Pro Max, you can call it that, because it's going to be completely off the chain, that game. And here's something else I'll tell you. This was a game that had me on the edge of my seat towards the end. I was like, man, what if Juventus get a goal? What if Juventus get a goal? It was fascinating. Even towards the end of the last 10 minutes, it was like, what? Somebody gets a goal. Somebody gets a goal. It's fascinating to watch. And it goes to the point that I made yesterday about the Champions League not living up to the hype. This is the reality. I mean, you look at the games that you've seen today. You see this game. You watch this game. It's not got the star power for Manchester City versus Real Madrid by any means necessary. But that's the quality of a game. This was much better than the Man City Real Madrid game. It was so much better. It was better than the Inter Milan AC Milan game as well. I won't, we'll say that as well. It's better than that one as well. And we still got another one. I mean, I don't know by this time will be over. But the Fiorentina Basel game has also gone into that's in the Conference League, but that's gone into penalties as well. So it's good games that's quality games that you're getting in this competition that we haven't got in the Champions League. It's been a fun tournament, and we still got 2 more games to come in the Europa League and the Conference League, of course, the finals, and we'll see what happens there. But congratulations to Sevilla, well done. Just the masters, right? Just what is it about Sevilla that in the Europa League that they cannot seem to be beaten once they get past the round of 16? What is it about Sevilla that no team can get past them? And I said Juventus needed to win. You don't want to come to Sevilla needing to win that game, because that is a problem. That is a cauldron. You don't want to be doing that. It was the same thing to have Manchester United. They had to come here needing to win, and they couldn't do it. Same thing with Juventus. They had to come here needing to win. They did much better than Manchester United. By the way, Manchester United were never in the game. The Juventus actually took the lead, and they should have probably won that game, and yet they couldn't. They couldn't pull it off because it's just Sevilla at the end of the day, isn't it? But nonetheless, I'm congratulations to Sevilla. Well done, Juventus. You tried. You couldn't get over the line, but that's okay. It happens to the best of them. Sevilla, fantastic performance. Share your thoughts, of course, on the game. What do you think about the match? What do you think about the final? Who do you think is going to win the final? Share their thoughts, because we'll do a little bit of a preview before that as well. And do remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm going to be going away on vacation. This is my last video for now. I will be doing, like, you'll see sporadic videos, but I'm actually catching a flight later today, so I'm going to be going on vacation. So the videos will be a bit infrequent for the next week or so while I'm away on vacation. We'll come back and do more once I'm back, but it's going to be a lot of exciting weekend. There's lots of things coming up, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.